Hey guys, so tonight we're doing something special. We're actually going to smoke a pork shoulder or pork butt. So right now what I've done is I've got it out. We had it in the fridge, so it's pretty thawed. It's not overly cold. And what we did was we actually coated it. So a lot of people like to use mustard, but we have a secret recipe. Chick-fil-A sauce. It's really good. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start to transition over to Ray's rub. So I'm gonna get this coated on. We're gonna coat it on really good. And so when I get done with that, I'll come back and we'll pick it up from there. Okay, so we're back. It only took a few minutes, but ooh yeah, look at that. We've got Rachel's rub on there. Real nice, real thick, really good color. So we've got the Recteq smoker. Mad respect for all you guys out there stoking your fires all night. But I got me a pellet smoker, so we're gonna go ahead and put this on. 225, roughly, I don't know. We're thinking maybe 15 hours. So we're probably gonna put it on. We're gonna go to sleep and sleep well. We'll check it sometime in the early morning and see how it's doing, but should be pretty good. We're really excited. Okay guys, it's about 6 a.m. We checked on the meat at 4 a.m. Rachel came down and checked on it. We had to move the thermometer. I had accidentally put it a little too low, so that it was registering at 190 degrees, which was actually a little hot. But we checked on the meat, and yeah, it was still too tough. So we came down. It's 6 a.m. now, and if you can see, we're looking at 225. Our probe says it's 183. We'll open this up. I don't know if you can see that. You probably can't see that. But it's looking really good. It's smelling really good. Can't wait. We're chasing 210 as our temp, and then we're gonna let it rest for a long time. So really excited about this. I actually just was like in a dead sleep, and then boom, woke up and I was like, let me go smell that meat. So as you can see, it's really cold, but I don't think we moved from 225 all night. Maybe a degree or two. That's what's amazing about these Recteqs, is that you put them on a temp and they freaking stay on that temp, which is amazing. So if you guys are interested in becoming a amateur smoker, I recommend these Recteqs. Little expensive, but does the job, and it's been 100%. We have not failed on anything we put in here. So but anyway, so I'm gonna let it go, and as you can see, it's really cold. So this thing's really pumping. I'm gonna check to make sure it doesn't need any more pellets. I filled it up before we started last night. So I'm gonna just kind of top it off just to make sure it's good. I'm assuming it used more than it normally does. And we'll get it going. So as soon as it hits that 210, we're gonna go ahead and pull it off. I'll take a look at it and we'll show you what it looks like. See ya. All right, guys. So it's 7:45. So it's been a little bit more time. We are literally knocking on the door to being done. So this is when it gets really exciting. We're sitting at 196 degrees. Sorry, the dog's going crazy, but we're sitting at 196 degrees. So it's been on for about 12 hours right now. So we're going to actually get done before that 15-hour projection, which is fine. It's about 34 degrees outside. I mean, you can see like everything is freaking covered with frost. I did have to fill the hopper up this morning to the brim. The one thing I actually don't necessarily like about this is that when it's feeding the hopper, it actually feeds from here. You can see I already have a divot here. So as we're doing long smokes, what I actually have to do is bring those back in here and fill that back in, because it creates this concave space on the pellets, and I always fear that it's not going to feed it the way it's supposed to. But this is where I get incredibly tempted to open the hood and take a peek. I'm not gonna, but we will be back shortly, because I think this is gonna pop off on those 5 degrees or so. We're actually chasing 200 degrees, 201. We'll take it off, let it rest. It'll keep raising temperature. And when I do that, I'll come back and let you guys see that. All right, guys, so we finally hit our 200 degree mark. Now we're going outside to get our meat off the smoker. So let's go. So this will be the first time that I've actually seen it since maybe 4 o'clock. Rachel took a look at it. Oh yeah, look at that color. Oh my God, it's so nice. So we're gonna take that out. And what we're gonna do is put this over here. We're just gonna grab it off. Oh yeah, it wants to already fall apart. Oh my God. That looks so good. Oh, look at that. Come here and take a look at this smoke ring already in there. So this is a bone in, and so it wanted to kind of fall apart off that bone already, so I know that we're perfectly timed. So now we're gonna take this inside. Mama? We're actually just gonna let it rest here for about a half an hour. It's gonna keep kind of raising a little bit of temp, keep kind of cooling off and cooking internally. And then in about a half an hour, what we're gonna do is take it and we'll shred it. So when we do that, we'll come back and show you what that looks like. Okay guys, so we've let our meat rest for about 45 minutes. We were planning on 30, but we ended up going 45. It doesn't really matter. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna take our meat and we're putting it in this roasting pan here, so it's big enough so you can see. And what we're gonna do is start shredding it. I do wanna say, when we originally first started, we would use just big forks because that's all we had. And it was kind of a pain. If we did not cook these correctly, we definitely knew using tools like this, and then we'd eventually just use our hands. Since then, what we've done is actually picked up a few different tools to help with the shredding. This one, these are nice tools. I don't like the way my wrists turn when I use these, so we actually got these pork paws. They look like Wolverine fists, but I like these because I can really get in there and peel it up. But one thing I did want to point out too is, if you're going to be transporting this to an event or something from smoking, you can actually get these portable trays with lids. If you put them in coolers, it'll actually help keep your meat warm for a long time. So we're gonna go ahead and, oh yeah, it wants to fall off the bone already. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually just peel this bone right out of here. And look at that, that's perfect. So we'll get a little treat for our camera woman here in a second. And then what I'm gonna do is just take my pork paws and I'm gonna just start tearing into this. And you can see it's literally just coming apart very easily. And that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna kind of keep just tearing this up into smaller pieces. And once you get it to a consistency that you like, you're just gonna serve it up. We usually use little mini buns and do little sliders. We'll repurpose this if we don't eat it all in one day. We'll make nachos the next day and then repurpose it for some type of potato casseroles and things like that. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'll try to make some more and we experiment with other meats. And stay tuned. Remember to like the video and subscribe. Thanks.